Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. As you can see by the title, we're going to ask the question, is OPEN.MP going to eventually replace SAMP? And to answer that question, today I've got Southclaws with me. How you doing, mate?
Hey, how you doing?
No, not too bad, man. So can you let the fans know like a bit of background with you and what you do with OPEN.MP?
Right. So yeah, I've been around SAMP for probably since 2008, I think.
All right.
Something like that.
So since
Yeah, I started really young. Yeah, I remember when the forums were SMF back before VBulletin.
Oh wow.
It shows my age. Yeah. So yeah, I've been around for a while. I ran a couple of servers and wrote a bunch of scripts and plugins and things like that. Yeah, and then jumped over to the Discord when that was set up. And became an admin, and I just kind of run that now. I haven't really played the game in a while, but I love the community, and I love the sort of learning side of it, and helping people learn how to code and make their servers better, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm super into like doing the documentation and helping people out and all that sort of thing.
So you like what is your position sort of thing in OPEN.MP?
That's a good question, really. I'm not a developer, so I don't really write the code. OPEN.MP is written in C++ at the moment, and
all right.
Yeah,
It won't be using Pawn; it'll be C++ based.
There will be Pawn, yes. It'll be completely backwards compatible. So any game mode will you just recompile it and it will just run.
All right.
That's the idea. Yeah, we don't want to do something like there's been loads of like multiplayer mods come out over the years, like that try and compete with SAMP, and the reason all of them fail is because the switching cost is too high. Like people who have a SAMP server with like 200 players, they're not going to rewrite their entire server, right?
Yeah.
So our angle was we have to make it backwards compatible because that's the only way that people are actually going to take it seriously and actually move to it. So that's like a massive priority, really.
So how's that going to work? Is it just like it? So for instance, I run a server. So can I can just grab my script, recompile it in your compiler, and then it can run on OPEN.MP?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. We use the exact same compiler, so you pretty much just have to use... we'll be supplying new include files, yeah, and just recompile, and it should just work, hopefully. That's the plan.
So can you tell us a bit of history about OPEN.MP, where it started, who was the founder,
So, yeah, this started about 2016, 2017. I can't remember. Mainly just because 2020 has been like a complete blur of time. But it was around 2017, I remember. Wireless contacted me because there had been some drama on the forums. I can't remember exactly what. I think it was just the fact that I think it was the 03DL, maybe.
Right.
Something happened, and Wireless was like, right, I'm kind of sick of this. The community isn't really going anywhere. Like, there's obviously not going to be any more updates. So yeah, he started working on just a complete from scratch, like reverse engineered version. And to be clear, none of it uses any of the leaked code because we know how that just leads to legal issues, and it's just not right as well. It's stolen. It's just we don't believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's completely written from scratch. It's fairly simple, like the reverse engineering side of it anyway. Like it's pretty well known how SAMP works under the hood. So there's a lot of resources out there already. So what we did wasn't really like super crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much the history behind it. And we just kind of slowly gained more users. We just kind of sniped people, so like looked around for good coders and stuff.
So it's online now, is it?
No, not yet. We are just kind of people are just busy. That's the problem. Like we're doing this on our free time, and most of us are like either university or work like full time or freelance or something. So
it's all in just your free
time. But we are getting pretty close. Like we've had a bunch of work recently, just this month. Just kind of fixing up synchronization and stuff like that.
Whereabouts would you say OPEN.MP is before, say, the first release date? The public sort of public beta, or just the first release. Whereabouts would you say it is?
I get this question all the time. I think a lot of us do. We're just not really sure. It's very difficult to predict exactly to a date. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to take more than a year. Definitely not.
Yeah.
We're fairly close, but yeah, I'm not super like I'm not really involved too much in the technical side of things, so I can't say exactly what the progress is like right now. But it's going consistently well. So yeah, I can say that.
Like if you got, just so like the guys watching, I actually my last video I talked about the SAMP forum being taken down. Can you sort of tell us a little bit about that, or sort of the information you know on that?
Yeah, that sucked, but for a lot of us in the community, it didn't really make a huge lot of difference because, as you may know, most of us just got banned like about a year ago.
All right.
Was it a year ago? Or was it 2 years ago? I can't remember. But yeah, we all got banned, so we never even use the forums anymore anyway. But yeah, it was terrible though because there's a ton of like there's tons of resources there. It's a massive amount of knowledge and releases and just discussions and stuff, and it's all gone now, and it kind of sucks. There is archives out there, but
yeah.
It's terrible.
And you guys saved the wiki, didn't you? Or most of it.
Yeah, we've had an OPEN.MP wiki for about a year now. I set that up just because I knew the SAMP wiki was probably going to go away at some point, and we wanted documentation in a kind of easier to contribute to way, because a lot of the stuff on the wiki is outdated, and contributing to it is not possible for a lot of people. Like a few of us used to have accounts on there, but for some reason, a lot of them were deleted and the registration was shut down. Maybe because of abuse, and I don't know, no one's really moderating it. So, yeah, we wanted to move to a much easier kind of model where you can just submit pull requests on GitHub and people can just make edits to the wiki like that. So it's a much nicer model. Nice. But yeah, in the past couple of days, we've basically like sped up our entire like migration process. So we had to go find all the the archived copies and turn them all into markdown files and put them on the new wiki. But we're doing amazing though. Loads of people have helped, like tons of people. So it's been really good.
Nice. So do you think that SAMP is sort of slowly dying? Would you say?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to deny that at all. It is going down, but it still has a pretty large, consistent player base. It is on par with the Steam top 10. If you list the top 10 Steam games by amount of players that are playing them, SAMP would be in that list. Oh, wow. Absolutely. What the numbers you actually see on the SAMP website are wrong. I've been running an indexing service for SAMP servers for a few years now, for 3 or 4 years, and that's been collecting sort of player count data and other stuff from the master list and other lists and stuff, and just it's a lot bigger number. That is samp-servers.net.
I think
so. That's basically a massive server. It's basically going to be the alternative master list once the master list eventually goes away, which it probably will soon.
Is that the one where you can get your signatures and that? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, that's not that one. Yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah, but yeah, I think most of them report higher numbers than the actual SAMP homepage. A lot of the servers have been sort of blacklisted from that place for unknown reasons. A few of the servers are botting, but we have sort of a few algorithms to figure out exactly which servers are botting. So
nice. Let's jump back to OPEN.MP. Is there anything about OPEN.MP that sort of stands out compared to San Andreas multiplayer? Because as far as I've gathered, it's you guys are putting a lot more heart into this. You know what I mean? Because I've noticed with SAMP we haven't really had an update for a while now, and when the updates do come, they're not that very great. Like, are you guys sort of going to bring that what the communities are? Are you going to bring that to the community? Because
we fix bugs, so that's like a big difference. Pretty much. Yeah, we actually find bugs and fix them. We've got a proper C API, so if there's any developers out there, you might know a C API will allow for any language to be implemented, and it won't have to go through Pawn like every other. Like, there's been loads of like, write game modes in C#, write them in Python, write them in JavaScript. They all have to go through Pawn in some way internally, and that really like slows it down. but yeah, we're going to have like a proper API for implementing any language. So we'll have Pawn at the start, but after that, sky's the limit. JavaScript, Lua, whatever language you want.
Nice. So how just so you know the viewers that are watching can sort of get an idea of what it's going to be like. So we're going to have a new client sort of thing, right? Is the host? How's the hosted tab system going
eventually? That is undecided. I'll cover the client thing first. So at first the normal SAMP client is compatible, so you can just use SAMP. The players won't even know. That's the idea anyway. Maybe the version string will say OPEN.MP like 1.0 or something instead of SAMP 0.37, whatever it is. But aside from that, it'll be a pretty transparent experience for the players because we've kept compatibility with the network layer. So players, in theory, should be able to just join the server using their client.
So we could use the SAMP client to join, or just Oh wow.
Yeah. So we're not actually building a client at the moment. We probably will in the future, but at the moment we're just focusing on the server because that's kind of where most of the the interest is really in plugins and functionality and stuff. And there's a lot you can do on the server without the client needing an update as well.
Yeah.
So
are you guys sort of getting it to a stage where it's going to be identical to SAMP because
pretty much, yeah.
So we're not going to be missing any functions or anything like that. It's sort of just cross-compatible, bang, off the bat, go.
Yeah. A lot of the functions will be renamed, but we'll have a compatibility layer. But that's mainly just because the consistency of the naming is extremely bad in the existing includes. So yeah, we're gonna kind of update and fix a lot of that stuff. But then we'll have like basically like a bunch of macros that will kind of make the old scripts compatible, and then you can kind of slowly upgrade like over time to all the new naming conventions and stuff.
Nice.
There is actually a blog post on the website about this as well. If you go to open.mp/blog, there's a post.
I'll be putting that link in the description, guys. OPEN.MP.
Sure, brilliant.
Open.mp and man. Well, thanks for coming on. I probably won't leave this for too long. I think we sort of covered a few things just so people can get the idea of OPEN.MP, man, and it's looking promising. And
yeah, thanks.
Man, on behalf of the SAMP community, thank you to you guys for helping. Can you sort of name all the developers?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Wireless is like the person who kind of started it all, got the ball rolling. Josh has done a lot of like programming. Amir has done a bunch of programming. We've got Space Mud, like just helping out with stuff. Potassium, one of the old school members of the IRC in the forum. She's been doing PR and stuff, like doing a great job on the Facebook page and all that sort of stuff.
Nice.
Just Michael's been chipping in. We've got Adrian Graber, Hidos. Like we've got loads. I've probably missed some names. Like I'm just looking at the Discord list now, and like a bunch of people are offline, so I can't read their names. But yeah, we've had like some amazing help from loads of people, so it's been really good.
Yeah, that's great, man. Like it's, I knew this was going to happen eventually if SAMP did come down, but I'm really happy that you guys have sort of already been doing it, and if SAMP does go down, now we actually have somewhere to go, because it would have been pretty sad if SAMP went down.
It's always been a thought.
Yeah, so
I don't think it's ever going to really. Like, it will die eventually, but I think it'll take a long time because there's still a lot of life left in it. Definitely,
the community's got too much life in it, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I think we'll leave it for now. I hope you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to be putting the link in the description. I'll also putting the Discord link so you can jump on the SAMP Discord and that where Southclaws is. And thanks for coming on for the little mini podcast interview, man.
Yeah, no worries. Anytime. It's been good.
Thanks, bro. Thanks again. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.